G'day, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. My name is edg3za and you're here for more edg3za. So, as you can see, I have to show this. I found the gear and everything again, and I'm like, oh no. I basically was here farming trees and wood for us, and yeah, you can see I pretty much put quite a lot of effort in. So today we're going to start this off with, what is the Nether? This is questions from Eunice. What is the Nether? It is the dimension of danger, and it's home to strongholds which have enemies, and a bunch of crying ghasts that go around and shoot flaming balls of fire at us. Similarly, it also has zombie pigmen, and they're kind of a different breed, and it's quite funny because we can get gold out of them. Then the next question, why are the oceans so barren? So this is something that isn't seen completely in my world. From update Aquatic 1.13, our world has started to get the update Aquatic, and that means quite a lot of our world has the old stuff and looks very barren, but the new oceans have tons and it's all awesome. So the next question is, what is redstone and how does it carry energy infinitely? So my answer is quite amusing. Technically, it isn't infinitely. However, we can connect it to make it span an infinite distance, like connections and things like that. Think of it like our electric cables in real life. That should kind of give you what we're pretty much working with. The next question, what are the villagers? So these are friendly beings that populate the world, and they happen to offer us trades and more, and they also come in. They also came in our latest updates with new updates, and it's pretty awesome. They do tons of things for us. They kind of fear hostile mobs, and they bring us iron golems to the world, so we are slightly bad to them, and we use it to generate iron, though they can't really be harmed as far as I've tried and things like that. And that's pretty much it. So what are the hostile mobs and how were they created? Zombie were an easy idea for the world that you live in. So they began populating it in the initial betas as the first mob when it was being tested and things like that. But I mean, there's also skeletons and ghasts and blaze and insert tons more here and so on. Like, there are tons of hostile mobs in Minecraft. It's just to add fun to the game. I personally feel that peaceful is way too easy. So the last question that we're going to go for is, if the Minecraft world is perceived as infinite, how does the sun and moon rotate around it? So technically it is infinite. However, technically we can't prove that it isn't infinite because our computers have hard drives that are a certain size, and that's it. As you can see, I'm pretty much inspired with a completely different style with what we're doing for this build. And as part of that, and this always keeps crashing, and I'm just like, oh well. What we need to do is try our best to land on one of these. But as you can see, I've only gone like nearly a half of the way across as I fall to the dangerous drops. I kind of made sure we've gotten most of it done because that's how the bottom will be. And that is probably confusing, and I apologize sincerely for that, but this is going to be the bottom level, and it should be easy enough for us over here, just around this corner, to get on top of it. Ah, perfect. So what I want to do is slightly different. I want them to face out, right, and then what we can do is just fail at putting them on backwards. On behind is not the correct wording. There we go. So essentially this is going to come out one, and it's going to be mostly the bricks going upwards. So that could take a bit of time, but I'm pretty much choosing weird things for this project, and it's probably going to make it be a bit slow. I'm just hopeful. It wasn't enough. It will be nice if we can land on one of these, but we're probably not going to. Yeah. So I've got it all sort of sorted. Let's just try do something daft. Back. And we landed on it. Perfect. So what we're going to be doing, and yes, I'm going to make sure that it is all like mixed colors and things like that, and all of that, but we need the start of this wall so that we know where the line will go. Now, this line is slightly confusing, especially because of this section over here. I didn't think that through, so let's just do that for that corner, because here I believe it would be better to just go to the top there. I don't think we've got iron. Well, we have 5 here, but that doesn't really count. Alright, so I'm going to probably have to head around this way, and I'm going to try a new trick with an iron trapdoor, and I will show you that. I keep getting creepers! Okay, so let's just place it in the completely wrong place. Actually, we could have left it there to get that one, and I'm just going to finish this off for us, because we need this line first. We need an iron trapdoor and a button won't work. Yeah, do we have a lever? I really hope we do. You know what? We don't, but we can fix that. So let's just grab the silk touch that's in our inventory. Sorry, the fortune, not silk touch. Whoopsie. There we go. And lever. Perfect. So now, in theory, so we have that. We should just put that there, and we should probably have the trident there, and we do. Never mind. I was daft. I didn't see it. There we go. So there is the line. Let's just land on it, hopefully. And there we go, we failed. Score! That's pretty much been my luck. So let's go there. And there we go. So what we will do is put the trapdoor. You know what? We're going to be slightly daft and go that side, because here we can look straight rather. I don't know if the diagonal is going to work, so we should put that there. And what we can do is do that and go here. Oh, sneaky deaky! And we can go into here. That is awesome. That's what I wanted to just show off. I thought about it and went, that should probably work. Oh, that'll be awesome. And as you can see, we can do way more work in our world. That'll be a block there. That's okay. And we must accidentally not drop down. But there it is. And we can just go diagonal there. And over there. That will go straight diagonal. And that should be fine. This is exciting because I don't know where to actually go, and I am holding shift if that helps for the side of the block, but I don't know. Oh, that is so awesome for building. Wait, let's just try. No, shift is working. Okay, I can just continue because there aren't any stairs here. We're safe. Oh, that is so awesome. See you in a moment. Oh, sorry for interrupting you. Yes, what do you have for us today? Blue ice. Oof, if we had tons of emeralds, then sure. Like, the coral would probably also be nice, but sorry, we're not going to be trading today. But thank you for stopping by. We will grab some oak leaves. Let's grab 4 stacks, because that should be enough to do at least a little bit. And, let's actually just use the trident, seeing as we have 2 with the mending now. Yes! And now we should be able to land on top of it. So let's just go in quickly and fail, obviously, because that was totally the plan. And there's water. Let's see if we can get out there and land on top. Thank you. Alright, so I don't know where this is. Actually, you know what, let's keep the trident just in case. We can move that back. So we'll go 2 high. 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, and 3. And we will see where this goes. But let's just see, does this look nice at all? Because that is an important thing for us to pay attention to while we're starting this out. So let's just go here somewhere and slightly fail. There we go. I think that would work. We need to just see it with the longer wood. So just give me a moment and then we'll be back. Alrighty, so now we're going to go for a slow peek at it. And we'll need to go this way. As you can see, it still has lots of work to do. That's what it looks like at a distance. We can keep it here in our vision for a little bit of flying. So just consider that from the top of the screen down. That should look nice. I still need to do tons of work, but I figured let's swap to something else for the rest of this episode, because we're done with like starting to build this big area of ground we're making. Okay, I figure first off, let us start finishing off this pathway here. I kind of figure it needs to be slightly wider there, maybe removing all of that ground, but I can't decide that yet. We'll need a few of those over there, and here will be slightly staggered, and yes, it is different colors, but I figured this pathway is going to be like that, just because it makes a slight difference. That didn't work for aesthetics or something, so let's just make this slightly more boisterous, because we're going to need to move that torch, so we'll get rid of it in a bit. And there we go. Make it a slightly thinner pathway there. I believe it would be fine for this connection to just be like a semi-bricked part, and let's just get another 1 or 2 of those so that it looks like it's a constructed section. I'm sure that kind of makes sense. And let's just randomize this a little bit. Let's not put one right next to the torch, because the path is sort of leaning to this side. There. And I kind of have places where I will need to fix a lot more, but that should make a bit more sense. And then what we can do is grab this and go like so, like so, and we'll put one on the side here and one over there. So yeah, I kind of want to spend time finishing off things that we started like months upon years / whatever ago, and for that reason I want to make sure I actually break the sand. I actually want to make sure I get it correct so that it looks neat and nice. So let's just put you over there and maybe there in the middle. That should work out. And just off the side. So then we can swap you to the andesite. I don't know why I put you there. There we go. She'll probably need to eat soon. So now we can run along this path and do some andesite. And some of it will be slightly close and some of it will be slightly far. We're just going to hold this rule of thumb being, let's just make it actually completely random. And there we go. I kind of don't like the path being this one bland brown. So that'll actually work there. And then we can till those few. And I think we should also till one here. Oh, that looks like it's kind of okay. So let's go to cobblestone. And this cobblestone will go into little corners and spots that seem kind of bland. So let's put you over there. And actually, we can use you there. I kind of don't completely know what the strategy is with these. As you can tell, I pretty much just guess. So anything from you guys for making this better would be pretty much welcome. So let's just throw those there. And the last one, and this one will be slightly rarer, is the bricks. So if we're going in here, I think maybe the path needs a little bit more there. And that probably needs to be a corner, but I think it'll be a more hardcore corner. Thinking of that, let's add some variance. That we can't make paths, so it'll be there. And let's put you there and there, because that kind of gives it a little bit more. Perfect. And I think we need one that's more in the middle over here. That was just on a whim, pretty much. And I think we should do that for that little light there. And similarly, the path can wind this side more. So let's take that off and walk through it. I would love to know what people think about that. And I'm going to do this for all of those paths. That needs to have that. I'll need to redo that light, but there we go. You can understand. I was like, ooh, what do I do? So this kind of works out, and we'll be back in a moment. Okie dokie. So this is a two-sided thank you. One is thank you for SG and Epic when he pointed out I should probably just put grass everywhere because then it looks less boring and things like that. Then the other thanks is to Thomas Grillo, who is a YouTuber. You should check his channel out. So I'd like to thank him for helping me with looking at the block palette, because I kind of keep messing things up like that, and I always have the wrong blocks with the wrong colors and things like that. So I really appreciate it. All the help is always necessary. Thank you so much. So that's what I wanted to say, is thank you to both of those. And yes, this flower forest is becoming even more flowery. Let's just make 3 piles, because why not? Yeah, I kind of don't like grass, but we're going to be doing this in more places in our world. Ooh. I want that one, because that is going to be my one. I like that blue flower. Yeah, so let's put it over here in front of our front door, and we can just stand next to it and look at the wrong way, because I'm not smart. There we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you, ladies and gentlemen, next time. Cheerio.